Hi guys, welcome to my first YouTube video. Let me just tell you, I am extremely nervous. I've never done long form video, but I did want to test out this YouTube and start to build my community here. So we're going to do our first Get Ready With Me. Y'all are going to see how I do my makeup, what I use, the products I'm loving right now. So let's get into it. The primer that we're going to use today is the NYX Plump Right Back. I've already put this on and I really love the tackiness that my skin, like it feels tacky, which lets me know that my foundation is going to adhere perfectly. The foundation of choice today is going to be the Fenty Beauty. This one is the Luminous version. It's the Soft Lit Naturally, what is this? This is the Soft Lit Naturally Luminous Foundation by Fenty Beauty. It does tell us to shake well, so we follow directions around here, baby, okay? So I'm going to shake this bad boy. I'm going to get my foundation brush for the day. I'm going to be using the BK Beauty 101. This is my absolute favorite foundation brush. It allows me to glide. It allows me to tap. It just does the work all by itself. I don't have to do anything. So the way that I apply my foundation, obviously we're going to shake here, but I always put it on the back of my hand first. And then I like to go in and kind of just spread it on the face a little bit, you know, just to get it in all the places that I know I'm going to need it and where I need the most attention, because I do have a little bit of hyperpigmentation, as you can see on this side. So I definitely want to pay attention to that. And I always keep with me a mirror. Y'all, if you don't have a mirror so you can get close up to this, like your face, and do what you need to do. So right now, as you can see, I am gliding, but I am also tapping. I always use a tapping motion. It's just going to get you the best bang for your buck in terms of your face, like the foundation getting in there and there not being excess product. You know, you're really taking care of your skin by not applying too much product, but you're also buffing it into the skin, which is important. All right, we've got the face. And one thing that I've loved to do as of recently, because I used to be the girl whose face was just super shiny, and I have oily skin. So that's never something that I want to like put out there. I don't want to be overly shiny. I am more of a matte makeup girly just because I like to keep my oils at bay. But one thing I've been doing is, even after I've buffed this into the skin, I go in with a beauty blender to just get anything extra that I may have accidentally left behind. Because as you can see, this foundation is very, very luminous. Like my face is glowing, baby. So as you can see, that was one pump of foundation. I've still got some left on my hand, which is a great thing. That tells you I did not use too much, because y'all know I am not in the business of doing too much, okay? So I just wipe that off with, you know, the washcloth that I have on hand. And then I'm all done with foundation. Now I'm going to grab a clean beauty blender, because that is key. And I know a lot of people use damp beauty blenders, but one thing that I've learned from my girl Glamzilla, if you don't follow her, please do. She is someone that does not use a damp beauty blender, because she says that the dampness, the water that's in there, can affect whatever product that you have on your face. So as of lately, I've just been going in with a dry beauty blender. And what I've noticed is that it just picks up a lot of the excess product. There's not a lot, because like I said, I did buff this into my skin, but there is some that obviously you don't need, because it will settle into those fine lines. I am 40 years old, so I can tell you right now, them fine lines are there. They are present. And the places that I like to focus on the most when it comes to getting the excess is my nose area, those creases right there, down here, because that's where there's a lot of product buildup. But as you can see, I've gone in with a dry beauty blender and my skin is still very luminous. Like, this foundation is gorgeous. I'm going to correct my under eyes. And I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Corrector. And this is in the shade Cherry Blossom. I love this product just because it does what it says it's going to do. It corrects. And I only do a little bit right there so that I can spread it out underneath my eye, and that my, everything that I need to disappear will disappear. And I grab a brush and I just blend it under my eye. And what I also love about this product is that it gives you a little bit of brightening, which I love. I love a bright under eye. That is done. On to the next. For bronzer, we are going to use the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Bronzing and Shaping Serum. I love this product. I've been using it a lot lately. It has a pump, but it also has a doe foot, which I like. I like to go in and shake it first because I do notice that there is a little bit of separation with this product. And one thing I will say is that you do have to go in quite a bit with this product if you use the doe foot. But other than that, we are working. All right, I'm going to go in and I'm going to blend this product with, let's see, you guys, I have a ton of brushes here. For my bronzer, I like to use the Makeup by Mario F1 brush. It's just a really good fluffy brush. It does the job. It blends everything. It doesn't, it doesn't make, it doesn't leave behind anything harsh, no harsh lines. And it just makes sure that you don't overdo it. And I think that's what's important. For me, even though I am 40, I still look at myself as a beginner in makeup. Mostly, I didn't start doing makeup regularly until I was about 38, 39. So for me, I still have to make sure I do things lightly because I'm the queen of overdoing something, okay? The queen. All right, we've got that bronzer down. I feel like it's done a good job. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty. This is the Matchstick in Mocha, and I'm going to just use this on my nose area because, girl, listen, I got a nose, okay? And I just focus it right here at the top, and I will do the blending for that. And then I'm going to use the shade Swedish. And I'm going to kind of try to sculpt this area here. And you'll see what I do with the brush as to how it ends up looking in the end. But for my nose, I always have used this KVD brush. It's number 40. And I'll put that up on the screen for you guys. It's just the perfect size. It really gets in there. I love it. And I just blend down and up. Of course, you always want to bring it up into your eyes. That's how I've been taught, at least from all the videos that I've watched on the tube. And then after that, I'm going to go in with another brush. I might as well just keep this up here because I just keep looking for brushes and I know I have it. I'm going to go in with this brush here. And this is a Sephora collection brush. I really, really, really love the Sephora collection brushes. I think they're just spot on. This one is the Pro Foundation 56 brush. Again, I will put this up on the screen. And what I like about this is that you can focus the product wherever it is you want. So what I do when it comes to sculpting is you'll notice I bring down. I have a round face, like I'm a plus size girly. So I have to sculpt my face a little bit differently. I just want to make sure that I have, that when you see me, you see the, okay, I want to be chiseled. So that's why we do that. So now you can see my face is sculpted the way that I want it to be. So we're good there. And next, I'm going to go in with some blush, okay? Okay, for blush, we're going to use two different products. I'm going to use the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer. This is in the shade Rosy. And I'm also going to use the Give Beauty Dewy Plump. This is in the shade Hibiscus. Now, the reason that I use both of these is because I like to be glowy. And I do feel like the Dior brings that glow, and you'll see why. I put that at the higher points of the cheek. And then I come in with the Hibiscus from Give Beauty. And I will put a little dot here, little dot there on both sides. And so it just gives it an extra punch of color, because I don't feel like the Dior was specifically made for women of color. So it's really hard, you know, to get it to show up sometimes. So now we're going to blend. We're just going to blend that in. And I want to see luminous, baby. I want to see glow. And you'll immediately see that. I always smile when I do blush. I don't know why, but I have big cheeks. So I like to make sure that I'm getting my cheeks, and I always bring it up to the temple. And I do that on both sides. And again, I am using the Mario F1 brush. And the reason behind that is, again, it gets the product and it spreads it evenly. Nothing is overly done. And I always bring a little bit on the nose. So as you can see, like, that looked like a lot of products in the beginning, and it just blended out into the most perfect shade of pink. I love it. Okay, after I've done that, I will go in with concealer. Since we are doing the soft lit glow today, I'm going to go high coverage. We're going to go high coverage. And I'm going to use the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. This is in the shade Sienna. And I love Hourglass. I'm sorry. Like, there's just something about Hourglass. Like, I feel like the products, it works. It's high coverage. It hides everything that I need it to hide. It looks good on the skin. It plays nicely with all of my other makeup. And I just like it. All right, so the concealer brush that I'm going to go in with today, it is going to be, let's see, which one? I'm going to use the Anissa Beauty Angled Concealer Brush. It looks like this. I'll put it up on the screen, and it's angled. It's dense, so it does the job. And I just blend. I always do my under eyes last, just because I want that product to really settle. I don't want it to move around. I want it to pretty much stay where I want it at. And the coverage is better when you allow it to just sit, just being honest with you. So I go in, I go down around the nose, I go up. The key for me is to definitely go up, because like I said, I have a chubby face, and so I need as much sculpting as I can get, baby. Like, we got to sculpt this face, honey. All right, and that just gives you a, honey, it just looks good, okay? Okay, now that my concealer is blended, the one thing that I like to do is go over everything with the brush that I use for my foundation. So you'll see me just make sure everything is like blended cohesively, because what you don't want is for it to look like you have product. Like, I don't want you can't see the lines. I don't want you to see any lines. I want everything to blend in naturally, okay? So that's why I do it like that. And as you can see the difference. Like, you can really see the difference once you blend with that foundation brush. It just brings everything together. All right, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use powder underneath my eyes. And the only powder that I've been loving and using lately is the Givenchy Prisme Libre. Now, this is in shade 3. It's Voile Rose. What is this? Voile Rose, honey. I love this shade. It looks gorgeous. The powder feels almost like it's so fine, you guys. It just feels like nothing underneath the eyes. But when I tell you, it just looks beautiful. You have to trust me. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go underneath my eyes, and I'm going to spread that out. One thing you don't want to do is you don't want to set any creases, because it'll look crazy. Like, you'll look like you have creases underneath your eyes that you probably don't even have. And it's a good thing also, because you are getting any excess product. Again, you don't want to have extra product on your face that you don't need, especially in the summertime. So I'm going to grab a clean triangle puff. I get these off of Amazon. They're super simple. I go into the pink powder, and I take all the excess off on the back of my hand. I don't go straight in. I don't bake. I'm not a baker, like with powder. I do bake in real life. But I don't want any like product or like I don't like to bake because again, it can make my skin look really ashy. So we don't want that, honey. And I do the same thing on the other side. After I'm done with the pink powder, I'm going to go in with the next Prisme Libre shade. This one is in shade 4, Mousseline Acidulé. Honey, I am Haitian, and for some reason, my accent is trash today. I apologize. But I go in with this to set the rest of my face. At this point, my face is going to start to look a little dry. Actually, it doesn't start, it is. So I go in with a setting spray to bring everything back together. I always use the Milk Hydro Grip. What I like about this is that it just locks everything in place. You don't have to worry about it. And I feel like it also brings all of the makeup together in a cohesive way. So we spray. Woo! And we spray a lot. And then you get a fan. After I've done all the spraying and the drying, I like to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish. I use shade 2 medium, and I go under my eyes one more time. This is just to make sure everything under my eyes is set. Like there's nothing there's worse than your eyes not being set. Now, I also wear glasses, so another thing I like to do is just bring it down on the sides of the nose to ensure that's not going to be any like pressing indents into the side of my face when I do put my glasses on. The brush that I used to do that was the BK Beauty and Nikki LaRose. This is N14. I love this brush. The shape of it is perfect. It can get right underneath any space. I love it. For bronzer, I'm going to use my Hourglass. This is the Jellyfish palette. I just love this bronzer, and as you can see, it is very well loved. And I use it with the BK Beauty 107 brush. It's got the perfect angle to get right in that area that you need. So I just like to go in, tap off excess, and just apply your powder. You'll immediately see the bronze. For my blush, I'm going to use this Pat McGrath palette. This was her blush and bronze trio. And I just really love the blush and highlighter in here. This is the shade Sunset Bloom, and the highlighter is Lotus Nectar. They're so beautiful together, and the shine that it gives the face is gorgeous. I'm going to go in for this particular, I'm going to go in with the Pro Blush Brush. This is Sephora collection. As you can see, it has an angle, and it just hugs the cheek perfectly. So what I like to do is I'll go in to, like, just go like that. One dab here, a few here, tap off the excess, and then we blush. This is a beautiful shade. After that is done, I like to prime my eyes before I do any eyeshadow. And I use the About Face. This is a smoothing shadow fix primer. And I just like it. It works. Anytime I use any type of glitter on my eyes, like the glitter lasts for hours, which is essentially what you want. You don't want to have your eye work fade because you spend a lot of time on your eyes. Well, at least I do. And I'll be damned if that is going to like be gone in a couple of hours. Like I want it to shine for when I leave this house so that no matter where I go, how long I'm there, people are like, oh, what eyeshadow is that? Like I want to be asked that question. And then I'll go in with my BK Beauty 113. It's just this beautiful angled brush. It gets right there in the eyes. I'll take that Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder, and then I just go in and set that primer so that when it is time for me to do my eye work, it's ready to go. Now, I am not good at my brows by any means. I'm still working on them. But the brow product that I do love is the Urban Decay Brow Blade. It's got a side that has the marker side so that you can do the flicks that you need. And then it's also got the pen side so that you can sculpt. Okay, the brows are done. Now, let's see. What do I want to do with my eyes today? I'm clearly wearing pink, so I think we're going to keep it in the pink family. I love it. And I think the best palette for that, let's use the Natasha Denona Retro palette. It's got all kinds of tones of pink, burgundies. Like, it's everything that you need in a palette. So let's use that. I always use my BK Beauty 202 brush. It's smaller. It's not as big. They have two different ones. As you can see, this one is way bigger. And I have hooded eyes, and I just like to use the smaller one. It's easier to get up in there. The first color that I'm going to use all over the eyes is the shade Go-Go. It is this one here. And I'm just going to start. I'm going to coat my brush, tap off the excess always, and then just start to blend. The second shade that I'm going to use to add a little bit of depth is this one down here, Amara. The next product that I'm going to use on my eyes is the Danessa Myricks Color Foil in the shade Venus. I love this shade. It is the perfect, like, pink. If you're a pink girl like me, you're going to love it. Like, it's perfect. I just like to take a little palette, put some on there, and then I'm going to take the Morphe M421 brush. It is a flat, like, domed brush, and it's literally thin, and I'm going to take that and spread that on the eye because I don't want to use my fingers for this product. It is beautiful, and it is pigmented, so you definitely want to be careful. And I just go in, I kind of start in the middle, and as you can immediately see what this product can do for you. It is shine, high shine. There is duochrome in it. Like, it shifts to like a pink, it shifts to gold. It's beautiful. Also, Danessa Myricks can do no wrong in my eyes. And because I have hooded eyes, I bring it above the fold. That way it can be seen. Otherwise, I'm going to do all this work and nobody's going to see it. And we're not trying to do that. So, like I said, I always start in the middle because I want to make sure I don't add too much product in the beginning. And then from there, we use more. How gorgeous is that? What I love about this product is it dries down pretty fast. Like, you have time to play with it, but it definitely dries down and you won't have any problems with it after that. Like, it stays. Because I'm extra when it comes to glitter, I like to go in with additional glitter. I'm going to use the Moira Cosmetics Loose Duochrome Powder. This one is in the shade Nomadic, and it's just this gorgeous pink, like, gold shift, exactly what I use with Danessa, but I like to focus this right in the middle so that you get that pop of glitter. I feel like a fairy princess. Okay, at this point, I'm going to go in with highlighter, and I'm going to use the new Fenty Beauty Demi Glow. This is in the shade Yum Rum. It's really perfect on my skin tone. And what I like to do is just go in and literally cover my cheeks. When I say I love to glow, I literally mean it, and I'm not joking. Okay, the next product that I'm going to use is from ColourPop. It is their cream gel liner. I'm going to go in with the shade. This is Pixie. What I like about it is that it's duochrome. It'll shift from like a pink to a green to a gold. It just looks beautiful on camera. So I like to take this and just go underneath the eyes to give my eyes just that extra punch of duochrome, but also to just make my eyes like look good. To curl my lashes, I will always use the Shiseido curler. It just works the best in my opinion. This one is from the holidays a couple of years ago. It was limited edition. That's why it's gold. But you can still find Shiseido at Sephora, online, wherever you look. For my primer, I'm going to use the Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer. I really like this product. It works well. It has like this really nice smell too, I'm not gonna lie. But it just does a really good job of gripping and coating every single lash so that I get the volume that I want. The mascara that I'm loving at the moment is the Tartelette XL by Tarte. When I tell you this thing does a great job of separating the lashes, my lashes just look good. I've really been enjoying this one. Yes, I really feel like my face is starting to come together, y'all. Like, it looks good, okay? Like, I love it. This pink on my eyes is always going to win, in my opinion. I love that I can use the Tartelette XL mascara, and I can feel like I don't need to wear falsies. Like, overall, this look is really coming together for me, and I love it. Okay, it's time for the lip combo. Y'all know that's my favorite part of every look. I'm going to go in with the Kosas Hot Liner. This is going to be in the shade Infinite, and it's described as a pinky brown. This is going to be like my second time using this, and I really do like it. I feel like it looks great on my skin tone. It lasts for quite a bit of time, so that's why we're going to use this one today. Also because it matches the look. Hello. Now to finish off this lip combo, I'm going to go in with the Victoria Beckham Beauty Posh Gloss. And this is in the shade Fizz. It is the perfect shade of pink. And that's why we love it, because we're doing all pink today. Look at that. The gloss, the shine. Hello. And there you have it. This is my finished look. I am so glad that you guys joined me today for my very first YouTube video. I can't believe that we finished this without me crying, because the way I've been so nervous to film this, but I love you guys. Thank you for joining me today. Make sure you hit the like on this video and make sure you subscribe. Let's start to build our community over here on YouTube. I love you guys over on TikTok, but we're going to bring it here to YouTube too and have a good time. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.